Good morning, everyone. This is your host for the day, Inakshi Ganguly, and today we are all gathered here to discuss on the upcoming elections. As you all know, June 1st marked the end of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. This year, the electoral process was divided into 7 phases all across the country. The exit polls are indicating towards the commonly predicted results, and therefore, as the School of Media and Communications of Adamas University, it deemed fit that we organize a discussion on the perception of elections 2024 and what are our expectations from the future government. Introducing the members of today's discussion, we have Shudipta Bera, Bani Bruto Chakraborty, Priyanka Ghosh, Tania Moshmi Pal, and Rishabh Roy. Please let me know if I'm missing someone. And we have two of our mentors with us, Ipshita Banerjee ma'am and Momita Dedash ma'am. So, without further ado, we would like to continue with our discussions. As we all know, the discussions about the future is incomplete without discussing the past, and hence it is absolutely important that we discuss the current scenarios before we can put forth our thoughts for the future. So, let us firstly discuss what is the very essence of our country, democracy. So, the question that I am asking is, according to your opinions, what makes a democracy beyond the mere definition? I would like to ask Bani Brotoda to lead the conversation in the country. Is there anybody who would like to counter his thoughts or even or say something in his support?
I
I think
actually,
now, yeah, Priyanka, go
no,
first.
no, it's fine. You continue. I'll follow you.
I think it is very important for us to go back to the basics. We are forgetting that a nation is going on, and it is very important that people keep their opinions. That is why democracy is there for people to give their opinions. But making it something which is religious now, I think, is a very, very bad point. And every party, like every political party, should keep this in mind that religious or ethnicity is given to people to not use it as a tool for democracy or to not use it as a tool for getting their vote banks. So it is very important that the parties stop using religion or hide behind it. Any party, I'm not particularly saying any specific party, but any political party should not use it as a tool. Like they're doing that for every party is doing it. I can't just pinpoint and say this party is using it and this party is not. So everybody should stop doing that and like prioritize the need of the countrymen at first and then maybe the politics. Thank you. That's it.
Yes, Priyanka, would you like to continue with your statement?
I actually agree with both the points which they both said. When we speak of democracy, as we all know, it's known as by the people, for the people, right? In a nation, I mean, can we really call it a democratic nation when the people of the nation they are not able to put forward their thoughts and opinions without the fear of the repercussions which they will be facing based on their religion, caste, and class? I think this is one of the biggest challenges we are facing as a nation right now, which is also known as the world's largest democracy. So I think personally that we are somewhere leading to a space of dictatorship from democracy. That's all.
Okay, so there are three similar opinions that we can hear. So I think this is the time that I would put forth my second question, which is, according to you, what are the major obstacles or issues? I mean, minority, ethnical, any other community that are being oppressed, serious issues where people's lives are in danger. Can you all please sum up what is going on within the entire country, one after the other? I would like to ask Sudipta to start this time.
So the biggest issue I think which has not been addressed at all and like the digital media is putting focus on it, but the national or traditional forms of media are not putting so much efforts on um, giving their voices is the Manipur incident. So I think it's high time that we speak about Manipur. When we are ready to speak about Palestine or other places which are not even a part of our country, we should, of course, as in a humanitarian ground, we should speak for everybody. but it is very, very important to see what is going on within our country and speak about it. Some people are scared to speak about it because, as Priyanka mentioned, that there are repercussions which the people are facing because of speaking about certain things. So I think that we, as the youth, we should start picking up points which are very, very important. As you mentioned, that the minority, I think Manipur is burning since last 1 year, and nobody is putting concern on that, and that is pathetical. If you go and see their local news or news which are offered from certain digital media, it is really, really bad. So we should focus on Manipur. I think it's high time.
Anyone else? Like, this is a discussion. I hope that everybody just keeps talking after the one.
Again, I think the Manipur issue, it's such a big issue. It's an issue which shocked the entire nation. However, the Prime Minister of the nation, we could not hear his voice, his opinion on this issue, which he should have, because again, he's the Prime Minister of the nation, right? And I think he did speak about the issue in one of the latest elections campaigns and speeches, I guess, but it was only a 10-minute speech, right? He did not address it for more than that. And an issue such big, if it's getting only this much of attention from the Prime Minister, it's a concerning thing. This is also, as Shrita said, no one is coming up and talking about it, because we know that if certain points are placed, the this current social media scenario and everything, we would might be termed as someone who's anti-nationalist. Again, bringing the point back to if it's actually a democracy or not. That's all.
Anyone else who has any
Yeah.
opinions on what are the problems going on?
So we just talked about मणिपुर. ओके, हम लोग सब जानते हैं मणिपुर में क्या हो रहा है. हम सबको थोड़ा थोड़ा पता चला है. किसी को पता है लद्दाख में क्या हो रहा है अभी. ये सब तो छुपा हुआ है ना. ये तो हम लोग को बोलना है. लद्दाख में क्या हो रहा है, उन लोगों को अपना सम्मान, अपना, वो लोग अलग चाहते हैं चीज. उन लोगों को नहीं मिला, उन लोगों को वैल्यू नहीं मिल रहा है. वोट के टाइम में उन लोगों को बोला जाए कि हाँ अलग है, अलग है, अलग है. पर बाकी टाइम में उनके तरफ देखा भी नहीं जाता. नॉर्थ में क्या चल रहा है, दिस गवर्नमेंट डोंट केयर. तो तो माइनॉरिटी, रही बात माइनॉरिटीज की, ये तो आप खुद को पता है. आप कोई भी एक पोस्ट देखोगे, जस्ट कमेंट्स पढ़ना, यू विल ऑल गेट इट. हम लोग को कुछ अलग से बोलना नहीं होगा क्या क्या चल रहा है. आप कुछ भी बोल दो, कुछ भी बोल दो एंटी नेशनल, कुछ भी लिख दो एंटी नेशनल. आप हिंदू नहीं हो. बीइंग ए ब्राह्मण, मैं अगर मुस्लिम को फेवर कर रहा हूँ, मैं ब्राह्मण नहीं हूँ, मैं हिंदू ही नहीं हूँ. अकॉर्डिंग टू देम इसको लाइक हिंदू राष्ट्र बनाना है, माइनॉरिटीज को निकालना है. दिस इज नॉट द थिंग. हाउ शुड इज गोइंग ऑन. like the main the main thing we should focus on, this is a democratic country. Democratic country सबको equal rights है. Every religion has equal right, every gender has equal right. तो ये सब तो दिखने नहीं मिल रहा है ना. And I promise this कि मोदी जी ने भी ये भी प्रॉमिस किया कि अगर अब की बार 400 पार होता है तो they will change the constitution. And my dear friends, my colleagues and juniors, जो है, अगर constitution change होता है तो by God बहुत दिक्कत है हम लोग के फ्यूचर के. बिकॉज एम्प्लॉयमेंट नहीं है, वो हम सबको पता है. एंड अगर फॉर थर्ड टाइम ये होता है तो एवरीथिंग इज फिनिश्ड. डेमोक्रेसी इज फिनिश्ड. तानाशाही होने वाला है, ये जान लीजिए आप लोग. एंड दिस इज अ फैक्ट.
But as we already know, the elections are already over. The seventh phase is over. So the results are in. The results will be out by 4th. So my next question is
Sorry to
related
cut
to,
you, Anakshi. I think we should discuss about one more place which is within our state, and that is Shondesh Khali.
of course, yes.
And I feel that every political party, not just specifically BJP or TMC, I'm naming it, but every political party is using Shondesh Khali like a armor to safeguard themselves. Nobody is talking about the actual crisis that the people from there are going on. People are facing so much issue, but it's just a weapon for vote. I feel every political party is going there and stating that I will do this for you if you should vote for me. But nobody is talking on the grounds of humanity that, oh my God, they're facing so much issue. We should, without vote, concern about them and think and see what the problems are. Our chief minister is a woman herself. I think the kind of things which we have heard about Shandistali is really, really disappointing. That the women there are facing so many troubles and so many allegations are there for every party, not just TMC members or BJP members, for every party, there is so much criminal history. So I think Sandesh Khali is also a place people should be really concerned about now and talk about it.
Thank you so much,
If you are
Aditya.
talking, sorry, can I?
Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
go on.
If you're talking about Sandesh Khali, so और एक point है, why not Prajwal Revanna? We know what just happened, right? Why not Prajwal Revanna? उनका क्यों फिर बचाया गया? वो तो जर्मनी भाग रहा था ना. So this is the main thing. Politic जो the main who is in lead. Okay, तो वो लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? बाकी parties को target कर. I'm not saying, we all know how TMC is. Okay, मैं संदेश खाली के इंसिडेंट को गलत नहीं ठहरा रहा हूँ, पर my opinion is if you are talking about संदेश खाली, do talk about प्रज्वल रेवन्ना, जो कि केस like कम हो रहा है धीरे धीरे. वो हम लोग के फोर्स की वजह से, द यूट्यूबर्स, द पीपल हु आर पोस्टिंग इन फेसबुक, उसके बाद ये चीज उठा है. नहीं तो वी ऑल नो दैट क्या होने वाला था उस इंसिडेंट में. इतने सारे वीडियोस, इतने सारे शोषण के वीडियोस. व्हाट इज लाइक क्या हो रहा है इधर? आप बाकी पार्टीज को टारगेट कर रहे हो, वो गलत हो सकते. आप क्या सही हो, आप पहले ये बताओ.
Of
तो
course,
दिस
I'm
इज माई
not
अनदर
saying that
पॉइंट.
it is about any particular party or it is about any particular place. I'm talking about the whole country, the whole nation. There is so many cases which does not even comes up in front of media because we are not aware of it. If whatever case you are talking about, I don't completely know about it because I lack knowledge about it. Why? Because traditional media is never talking about it. Youth
No, if
still
you
follow maybe social media or YouTube, but when it comes to somebody who is from the mid age, maybe my parents, they believe in traditional media more than the social media. So they will consume the news or whatever information they are getting from the traditional media, and their opinion will be based on that. That's what I'm talking about.
but we all know traditional media is sold out totally.
That is our opinion. We as a youth, we
Those are
believe that, but you
opinions.
cannot ask the
We
middle-aged
cannot
people to
say
believe
that
that.
in front of the youth. We cannot say that with utmost
No,
conviction that
Meenakshi, I
all
think
the.
it's not only our opinion,
It
because
is. It is an
it's
opinion.
इतना डिफरेंस नहीं होता है जो भी हो.
Also, I would like to give a shout out to Tanyari, Moushumiri, and Rishabh. Please state your opinions too, because it's just a couple of people who are. You are also a part of the conversation, and I would love it if you all have put forth your own opinions or opinions to this discussion. Moushumiri is typing something. According to her, not only Manipur and Ladakh, the relation with Nagaland is also not really good with the central. People of Nagaland do not want to be identified as Indian. This internal conflict is there before their independence. Does Central really care about the Northeast? Anyone, please continue with this conversation. This is a really great point that
Yeah,
she has put forth.
so Central has always been neglecting Northeast, as I think, and we have seen in past also, like in the Manipur case, and always like in the states of Tripura, my friends are there. Like every time they are saying ki in their states, no development and nothing good has been happening. It's only politics and Bajrang Dal all over jumping around and loitering the places, and it's really getting polluted day by day. And I don't think the BJP government who are running the Northeast states are really doing a very good job. And I think we should have a change in those states, and it's not a good job they are doing.
That's wonderful. Tanya, do you have any opinions on
আমি
it?
জাস্ট একটা পয়েন্ট অ্যাড করবো, যেখানে বাণীব্রতদা আর সুদীপ্তা বলছে যে সোশ্যাল মিডিয়া হ্যাজ কনজিউমড আস, যেখানে রিসেন্টলি আমরা একটা নিউজ পাচ্ছি যেখানে সবাই অল আইজ অন রাফা শেয়ার করছে, যেখানে আমি যদি শেয়ার না করি তো এতটাই পলিটিক্যাল বেসড হয়ে গেছি আমরা, যেখানে আমাকে বলা হবে যে আমি ওদের সাপোর্ট করছি, মানে অ্যাজ আ হিন্দু। আমি ফেস করেছি দুজনের থেকে এমন মানুষ আছে যারা আমাকে বলছে যে তুই কেন শেয়ার করছিস। তো আমার ওপিনিয়ন, রাইট? তো আমি যখন বন্ধ করে দিয়েছি তারপরে আমি এখন সবার আপলোড দেখছি যে পাকিস্তানি হিন্দুদের উপরে কেন চোখ নেই, মণিপুরে কেন চোখ নেই। তো এটাই একটা ব্যাপার যে আমরা এতটাই পলিটিক্যাল বেসড হয়ে গেছে যে আমরা কিছু শেয়ার করি সেটাতে ভাববে যে মেবি আমরা এই পার্টিকে সাপোর্ট করছি ওই পার্টিকে সাপোর্ট করছি But এটা তো না, এটা একটা আমাদের সোসাইটির ব্যাপার, একটা পুরো ওয়ার্ল্ডের ব্যাপার, রাইট?
It might even be termed as a genocide, if I may add. But uh, I'll also like to discuss about the. According to the exit polls, the ruling party is going to win once again. আমি নিজের কোনো predictions রাখছি না. This is what the exit polls have predicted. So, there, in this point, I would like to discuss the manifesto that the current leading party has had released, which stated that along with changing the constitution, they will be adding another new clause which states one nation, one election. I would like to know all of your opinions on this particular clause. Starting with Priyanka.
I will request 2 minutes. I'm just facing one technical issue. I'll just connect the laptop. 1 minute.
Okay, so then, Shudiptadi, would you like to continue with that? Like, what are your opinions on one nation, one election, and how do you think it will affect the people of the nation in general?
Talking about it, I don't think there's a real need for changing anything in the constitution. The constitution is made after so much research, knowledge, and everything. So there's no need for doing it. There are major other issues which needs to be addressed rather than changing how the election is being conducted in a nation. And I don't think like one nation, one election is a way to get the right amount of democracy, because there are states, then there's so much division. It is not possible to just conduct one election and going on the basis of that result conduct a whole country. So I think the government should look after other things which are the major issues of the nation right now, rather than changing its electoral process.
So, is there
I
any? Yeah.
Yeah, so I think one nation, one election is just a beginning, and gradually, if it gets implied, I think gradually our country will lead to having like a situation of China and Russia where we'll have no elections one day, and I think it will be very scary for us. And I don't think one nation and one election is a very good thought BJP is carrying on. Even in 2 days before, I saw in their manifesto that BJP is telling ki will bring up a new taxation policy. That is, if we do any UPI transaction on Google Pay or Phone Pay up to 5,000 rupees, we will have to give 1% tax for 5,000 rupees or more than that. Like, I don't know from where they are taking up these policies, and I think it's very disgusting. I don't think BJP's manifesto for this 2024 has any developing thing or any positive thing which I've ever seen, like which I've not got. I don't think it's a like proper manifesto they have made for this year.
Okay, so here, I would like to count. I would like to just rectify Rishabh's little discussion point. BJP had not released any statement as such as of right now. Manifesto, te kono official manifesto, it was not mentioned. But what they did mention is that also the okay. So there is another thing, which is something that we all are aware of currently, that our honorable prime minister is currently sitting on the Vivekananda rock and meditating, and he will be meditating till tomorrow, which is when the results will be out. Are there the My question is, why is the Election Commission of India, why do you think, why does the what does the youth think that the media or the Election Commission of India is not taking any steps to prevent the how can I say, godification of an individual? He's turning himself into a god, and these are all public statements that he has made within the past few weeks. Why do you think the media is quiet about it, and why do you think the youth isn't doing anything about it?
I would like to disagree with the fact that the youth is not doing anything about it. I think if you open social media today, the youth are putting across their voice on this topic. This whole thing, they are terming it as Modi factor, which shows that Modi is a supreme being. And as you said, that Prime Minister himself, he has said that, I would like to quote actually, he told that he's not someone, he believes the energy which he has is not something which comes from a biological being, and he feels that he has been sent by the god. Right, firstly, this was said by the Prime Minister himself. Then comes the members of the ruling party. Kangana Ranaut, she once in one of her election speeches said that we as the country, we the citizens should not have an identity of our own, but we should be identifying as Modi. Though right now, I feel the whole point of BJP is not just winning the elections and once again coming into power, because honestly, even they know that will be happening. For them right now, it's injecting the idea that there is just one party which is currently there in the country, and that will be the one who will be ruling. And why election commission is not doing anything about it, I think it's an answer which we all know. As any political party, they are not supposed to use or degrade any other particular religion or minority in their speeches, but it has been done over and over again. Election Commission has not taken any stand on that. The oppositions have even asked the Election Commission why there has nothing been said on that. The silence was maintained. So we all know why it is happening, and this is something which is very scary.
Okay, so my next question is to Bani Pratoda. According to all the exit polls, we have all noticed a very, very clear trend that every single assumption or every single exit poll is pointing towards the fact that the NDA alliance is going to win by a huge majority. It may not be 400 plus, but it is going to be at least 350 plus. And this is something that all the news outlets and all the exit poll discussions are stating. Do you think these exit polls were biased, or do you think that there is an actual possibility, or there is a there is a absolute certainty that NDA is going to win these elections?
So I am thinking it in two ways. First, as a youth, okay, as a youth, I'm not thinking that India will win, because अगर मेरे को वोट करना है, मैं ऐसे पार्टी को कभी नहीं वोट करूंगा जो डिवाइड करता हो, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का सीन हो, एंड इतना कुछ लाइक पास्ट फ्रॉम 2014 व्हाट वी हैव सीन, इतना कुछ हो. बट मैं ऐसे भी सोच रहा हूं, अगर कोई भक्त हुआ जिसको ओनली भगवान भगवान से मतलब है, नो मतलब एम्प्लॉयमेंट होगा चलेगा, मतलब एम्प्लॉयमेंट नहीं है ठीक है चलेगा, दाम ज्यादा है तो भी चलेगा, पेट्रोल का दाम ज्यादा है ठीक है सह लेंगे थोड़ा, क्या है चलेगा. तो सिर्फ मैं नहीं, हम सबको ऐसे दो दो तरीकों से सोचना है. हम लोग, वी ऑल नो व्हाट वी हैव डन इन द ईवीएम मशीन, राइट, वी ऑल हैव डन. पर हम लोग को ऐसा भी सोचना है कि किन्होंने कुछ किया होगा, जिनके लिए भगवान सब कुछ होता है, तो उनके लिए चिंता ज्यादा है. क्योंकि अगर ये आ गया तो अपना तो कभी चलने ही नहीं वाला है, बिकॉज अपना वॉइस पूरा दबा दिया जाएगा. अभी तो फिर भी हम लोग लिख रहे थोड़ा फेसबुक में, इसके बाद अगर फेसबुक भी उनके तरफ चला गया, अभी जो भी थोड़ा थोड़ा जा रहा है, क्योंकि फेसबुक एंड इंस्टाग्राम को बस मतलब है उससे, अपने पैसे से मतलब है. लाइक दे डजंट गिव ए कि कौन पार्टी क्या कर रहा है, किस किस जगह क्या है, उनका बस पैसे से मतलब है. सो दिस माय ओपिनियन. एंड इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द रिजल्ट्स, माय प्रेडिक्शन इज लाइक कांटे की टक्कर, एंड India is going to win 295 to, sorry, 260 after 295 definitely, because if youth have voted then पक्का जीत रहे हैं हम लोग, ये बात तो है. And if not, then कभी मिलते हैं.
Okay, so here I would also like to bring forth this. It's just an anecdote that I would like to share that I have noticed on the front page of the Indian Express, probably on the 25th May's issue, which stated that with the face of the ruling government, our Honorable Prime Minister, obviously, which stated that secure and strong Bharat, which guaranteed zero tolerance and strict action against terrorism, guarantee of robust infrastructure development on our borders, great, guarantee of strong action against leftist extremism, and guarantee of citizens' safety from digital threats on the internet. I would like to ask everybody, do you think all these four different threats that, as they have stated, fall on the same category? Do you think having an opinion based on a different ideology makes you a threat to the society? Shudiptadi, would you like to start?
I don't think I am capable to answer this one. I need some other opinions to rely on. So I will ask somebody else to go first and then maybe I will add on.
So I don't think having a different ideology can really hamper my thought. I think every individual has his own opinion and his own thoughts, and he have a right to express and believe that. And I don't think it has been wrong if I had a different ideology and it's different from anyone else. I think it's absolutely fine, and we can have.
I think this is what sums up the fact that when we said that democracy is diminishing and dictatorship might be coming over right now. Imagine being called a terrorist or a threat because your ideology is different than that of the ruling party of the country. If we, as citizens of a democratic nation, we cannot put forward our own opinions and thoughts just because they do not match that of the ruling party, and if we are called threat because of that, how are we democratic?
And I feel like in this discussion, we can take the name of the Honorable Prime Minister because there was a seal on this ad that stated that this is Modi's guarantee, right intent, right results. And I think that as we are in a democracy, and this is a which means that every single person has the right to state their own opinions. We are allowed to discuss about something that we have all noticed on the front page of one of the leading newspapers within the country. I think we are allowed to take names. So I would suggest that Manibrutoda, Shudipta Di, Tanya Di, Rishabh, Pranka, Moushumi, go ahead with your discussions. Thank you so much. Is there anyone who has any contradictory opinion? Is there anyone who thinks that this guarantee of robust infrastructure development on our borders should come alongside guarantee of strong action against leftist extremism?
Yeah, actually, matlab, I do believe in Modi ji because I just received my 15 lakhs. Okay, so I think सबको मिला होगा, सबके अकाउंट में भी घुसा होगा 15 lakhs. वो 2019 से चल रहा है, जस्ट पार्टी के अभी जस्ट मेरा अकाउंट में घुसा 15 lakhs. Okay, so this is how I believe that every words said by Modi ji होगा ही. I believe in that. कि हम सबको पता है कि जस्ट इलेक्शन के लिए उनका बात है. 2014 से चले जा रहा है ये चीज. 2019 में जो चीज वो स्कैम, नॉट स्कैम, वो ब्लैक ब्लैक मनी का जो सीन उन्होंने क्रिएट किया, वी ऑल नो उसके बाद क्या हुआ. किनको प्रॉब्लम हुआ? हम जैसे मिडिल क्लास लोगों को. तो उनके बात का कोई गारंटी है ही तो नहीं. हम बिलीव कैसे करें? लाइक किसी को बिलीव करना होगा तो हम एटलीस्ट
But
उनको
there is a
देखेंगे. हम
seal in the
या
advertisement. He has added a seal which said this is Modi's guarantee. He has
सील,
guaranteed as well.
एक्चुअली सील का क्या है? अभी उनका गवर्नमेंट, वो लोग कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, कुछ भी, एनीथिंग. यू नो कितना पैसा है उनके पास. लिटरली आधे पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज को वो खरीद सकते हैं यार. आई डोंट नो, मतलब वाई हम लोग इस फेज में आ कैसे गए? लाइक इंडिया इस फेज में आ कैसे गए अभी तक? वाई दिस इज ऑल हैपनिंग? लाइक इतना, मतलब हम लोग को सोने का चिड़िया कहा जाता था. वाई हिंदू 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 हिंदू? वाई दिस दिस इज दिस अ स्लोगन फॉर इलेक्शन? रियली? मतलब सी, मतलब बहुत कुछ बोलने को है, मैं बार बार चुप हो जा रहा हूँ. आई नो ये कॉलेज का एक इवेंट है, पर बहुत कुछ मेरे को बोलना है. बट सॉरी, आई कांट स्पीक मोर देन दिस. बहुत बहुत कंट्रोवर्शियल हो जाएगा मैं कुछ बोलूंगा. आई एम रियली
Uh,
सॉरी.
it is. I think it is absolutely the scales are balancing on one particular side because I do not think anybody is actively speaking for the government in this discussion. I don't know if that is a sign of how bad situations are or it is just biasness on our part. But I would still like to pose yet another question, which is what are your expectations from the upcoming government in terms of policies to eradicate the persistent issues that we have discussed, like Manipur, Ladakh, Nagaland? and everything. Do you think that the upcoming government, according to the exit polls, we are going according to the exit polls, do you think if NDA wins yet again, there are going to be steps taken to actually eradicate the issues that exist within the government, within the society, like unemployment, etc., etc.?
Never. A big no.
So, in the ideal world, what do we expect from the ruling party? What should we expect from the ruling party?
Uh,
Only
I
one.
The
Okay.
no, please continue, Baniprasad.
No,
I'll
no,
follow yours.
just only one word मेरे को बोलना है. क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं? डेमोक्रेसी. दैट्स इट. बात खत्म. जो नहीं मिल रहा है. बोलने का चांस चाहिए, नहीं मिल रहा है. कुछ बोलना, कुछ पूछना है, सवालों का जवाब चाहिए, नहीं मिल रहा है. आरटीआई फाइल करना है, भाई जवाब दो, नहीं मिल रहा है. वो सब चाहिए. दे सकते हो तो दो, नहीं तो थैंक यू.
I'll follow this one where he spoke about democracy again, which we have been speaking right from the beginning of the meet that democracy is going again. But again, coming back from that, I think the communal violence and the religious divisions which is going on in the nation right now, it's very scary. And if the particular government, according to the exit polls, of course, again, if NDA wins, I would like to quote here the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Nath Ji. He in his speech, he recently stated अगले 5 सालों में आप भूल जाएंगे कि ये भी कोई चीज होती थी ये भी कोई चीज होती थी here is in the context of azans and mosques and the azans and the sound and noise which he said of azans. So if he, as the chief minister who is also very popular face of the ruling party, if he in his political campaigns and elections is very proudly saying this कि 5 सालों में आप भूल ही जाएंगे कि ये होता है, democracy, secularism, I don't think we can see that anymore then.
Shudipta Di.
coming to your question, like what I expect or what we expect, I think I will follow up Banibrata and Priyanka both. I support their opinions. That first thing, we should not be feared when we are speaking. Like we live in a democratic country, so we should have a free voice. First, second, people need to stop using religion as a tool for their own politics. It's ridiculous because people are forgetting humanity and they're putting forward religion at first. Tell me how Jai Shri Ram is equal to BJP. Ramji existed before BJP, right? So we need to stop saying that if someone is saying Jai Shri Ram, if I'm believing in Ramji, if I'm visiting Ayodhya, I'm a BJP supporter. No, I'm not. Similarly, if someone wants to celebrate Eid, go ahead and celebrate it. We live in a secular nation. We as a youth, we have to understand something very clearly that religion and politics are two different things. And if you are in a free nation, you should have the right to follow whatever religion you want. And if any party is hampering that, you always have an option to go and vote.
I would like to add
Choose
something along
wisely.
with that. As Shudipta Di said, religion and politics are two different things. As a youth, we should understand that. But it is something that is written in the Constitution of India itself. That is all. It's not just for the youth, it is something that we
Exactly.
have been trying to make the citizens understand for the past, I don't know how many years has it been, 78 years. And yet we are still standing in a situation where we have to
See,
tell
I
the
feel
youth that as youth you have to understand the difference between politics and religion.
I feel religion is something which is very sensitive for everybody. And hiding behind it is the easiest thing a person can do. Because once religious sentiment is hard, I just hate the ideology. I don't know. Even a few years back, there was not so much religious chaos. I come from a family where everybody comes together. Like my friends, I myself, I'm Hindu. My parents have amazing Muslim friends, and I never understand the difference between like Hindu and Muslim. I'm celebrating Eid with equal enthusiasm and fun. I'm going their home, I'm doing their things, and I'm celebrating Durga Puja with equal fun. I'm going out in Christmas, and I believe that should be impacted. Like this religious chaos should not ruin what you are as a human, your beliefs, your thoughts. It should not ruin that. It is very important.
I also have another thing to point out. Do you think that the current scenario of women which is also one of the minorities standing today. It wasn't. I see. We are not starting feminism third phase, but if you look at the situation right now, it can be considered that the scenario is extremely unsafe, considering the ex president of WFI, Wrestling Federation of India, Brij Bhushan, even though he has been accused of multiple sexual assault charges, his son is still allowed to stand as a candidate for a constituency. Do you all think that if the exit polls are right and if the ruling party wins once again, the scenario of women in India are going to get any better?
First thing
Yeah,
first, I don't know when
No.
feminism become a slang. Like, if you are saying that I'm a feminist, people are taking it like a slang word. Like, oh my god, you're a feminist and you should not be there. Guys, feminism means equality. It's that basic. Google it if you are not aware about it. It's not a slang word. So feminism is nothing bad. And secondly, if I have to answer, I could go first because Rishabh was telling something and I just blocked his way. I'm so sorry. Please go ahead and then I will speak.
Hello, I want to say something.
Oh yes, Moshimidi is here. Please,
Okay,
please.
so I just want to say one thing. One point you missed. কি লাইক ইন্ডিয়ার যে এখন যে সিনেমা সিনারিও সেগুলো প্রচন্ড ভাবে প্রোপাগান্ডা ক্রিয়েট করছে ইটস আ ভেরি কনসার্নিং পয়েন্ট আই গেস films
great
like
point, great point.
films like Uri. I just want to point out one thing. The film like Uri, ওভাবে এমন ভাবে সিনেমাটাকে পোর্ট্রেট করা হয়েছিল যে লাইক সেন্ট্রাল গভর্নমেন্ট আমাদের আর্মিকে পুরো ছুট দিয়ে দিয়েছে যে তারা উইমেন মানে এনিমি কান্ট্রি থেকে তারা রিভেঞ্জ নিয়ে আসতে পারে রিভেঞ্জ নিয়ে আসতে পারে সো বাট আমি কিছুদিন আগে একটা সরি মিডিয়াম ক্লাব রাস্তায় আছি সরি বাট আমি একটা পডকাস্ট দেখছিলাম একজন আর্মি মিলিটেন্সের তিনি বলেছিলেন আই গেস তার নাম প্রতাপ ঠাকরে তো তিনি এই কথাটা বলেছিলেন যে এইভাবে আর্মি ডোন্ট লাইক দিস কারণ এইভাবে রিয়েল জিনিস এইভাবে হয় না তারা একজন টেররিস্ট গ্রুপ সে এসে ইজিলি কাউকে কোনো দেশে হামলা করতে পারে বা কোনো দেশের একজন অফিসিয়াল আর্মি এইভাবে গিয়ে অ্যাটাক করতে পারে না বাট দে হ্যাভ সাম রিয়েলি লং প্রসিজার টু ডু ইট আর এরপরে যদি করে ফেলে দে হ্যাভ টু অ্যান্সার ইন আ সার্টেন লেভেল বাট যেটা উড়ি ফিল্মে দেখানো হয়নি তো ফিল্মস লাইক উড়ি দেন আর্টিকেল সামথিং
Kerala stories.
হ্যাঁ দ্য কেরালা স্টোরি
Yes, Moshimidi, I would like to add just one more point before we conclude this show. Like, once again, I would like to quote our Honorable Prime Minister, the God himself. As he has said, films are a way to the society, just like we did not know about Mahatma Gandhi before watching the film Gandhi. So,
Oh,
with that, I would like to continue today. I would like to conclude today's event discussion. Thank you and have a great day. Hope that India stays as a democracy. Thank you.